Hey guys, this is Mrs. Cummings. This is your homework. Page number 5, ratios as comparisons. The first question says, determine if the ratios below are equivalent or not and justify your reasoning. You need to see if 4 to 18 and 2 to 12 are equivalent. If you have your calculator, you can simply put them both in as fractions. So 4/18ths, you're going to do 4 ABC 18, and you can see that that simplifies to 2/9. You'll take 2/12 or 2 to 12 and do 2 ABC 12, and you'll put it in, and you'll see that it's 1/6. So they are not the same. So in the box here, you would put no, and then you would write 1/4/18 equals, and then again, you would see what it equals if you forgot. I forgot. It goes down to 2/9, and then you can say 2/12 equals 1/6. So that's what you're going to do for these 3 problems. So if 5/20 and 15/60 are the same, you can say yes. And if they're not, you're going to write no, and you're going to simplify them both and say what they are from your calculator. Use your question number 4. Use your understanding of equivalent ratios to answer the questions below. A toy shop sells baby rattles in green and yellow. For every 2 green rattles the toy shop sells 7 yellow rattles. If the company sells 108 rattles, how many yellow rattles did they sell? So for this one, you're going to set up a ratio. So it says for every 2 green rattles, so we've got green rattles over yellow rattles, and we have 2 green over 7. They want us to make an equivalent ratio, and they said if the company sells 108 rattles, how many yellow rattles did they sell? So actually, they want they want total rattles and yellow rattles. So actually, I have to erase this part really quick. Give me a second. So they want total rattles. They want the total number of rattles over yellow rattles. So the total number of rattles, you have to do green and yellow. So you've got 2 green and 7 yellow. So you have 9 total. Over the yellow. So that's 9 over 7. So 9 total over 7 yellow. Now they're giving you 108 total rattles. They want to know how many yellow rattles did they sell. So in order to do that, you would do 108. And if we don't know how many times you can multiply 9 to get 108, you can work backwards, and you're going to do 108 divided by 9. So if we're going this way, we're going to divide. So 108 divided by 9 equals 12. So we know that 9 times 12 will give us 108. So on the bottom, whatever we do to the top, we have to do the bottom. So you have to figure out 7 times 12. And that's going to give you your answer that you'll circle that will go right here. A French toast recipe uses 2 eggs to make 14 slices of French toast. 2 eggs to make 14 slices. Brenda wants to make 98 slices of French toast to feed her family and friends. How many eggs will Brenda need to make 98 slices? So we're doing eggs over slices. She says it takes 2 eggs to make 14 slices. She wants to know how many eggs she'll need to make 98 slices. So we don't know this top number where the egg goes. So once again, they give us a number here. We need to figure out how many times 14 can go into 98. Well, if we don't know that off the top of our head, we can divide 98. If we're going this way, we can divide to figure out 98 divided by 14. I don't know about you, but I got 7. So that means 14 times 7 equals 98. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So 2 times 7 equals how many? And that will be your answer for eggs. Make sure you're showing your work if you want to get credit. Alumaidi plays the piano and guitar. For every 5 minutes of piano practice, he spends 8 minutes practicing guitar. So 5 minutes of piano practice, 8 minutes practicing guitar. How many minutes will Illuminati, that's definitely not the name, but practice piano if he spends 64 minutes practicing guitar? So we need piano over guitar. For the first part, it said 5 minutes practicing the piano. He'll do 8 minutes of the guitar. They want to know how many minutes will he practice piano if he did 64 minutes of guitar. So you need to figure out, just like the top two, I'm not going to do this part for you. You have to do it. How many times 8 goes into 64? So 8 times what gives you 64? Whatever you multiply on the bottom, you have to multiply on the top to get how many minutes he will practice the piano. So figure that out. Number 7 says at doggy daycare, there are 3 trainers assigned for every 12 dogs. There are 72 dogs enrolled for the daycare on Tuesday. Determine the number of trainers needed. So we're doing trainers over dogs. It says there are 3 trainers for every 12 dogs. They want to know if they give you 72 dogs, how many trainers you'll need. So you, again, have to figure out how many times 3 goes into 72. 3 times what gives you 72? If you don't know that off the top of your head, you can do 72 divided by 3. That will give you what you need to multiply both the top and the bottom by to get the number of trainers needed. Maya was baking cupcakes for a party. She mixed 4 drops of red food coloring for every 6 drops of yellow food coloring to dye her icing orange. Circle the ratios of food coloring drops that would create the same orange color and justify your choices. So you're looking for red over yellow, and you need 4 drops of red for every 6 drops of yellow. So you need to see which one of these equal the same as 4/6. If I were you, I'd put every single one of these ratios into your calculator. For example, 4 ABC 6 simplifies to 2/3. So you need to circle all the ones that simplify to 2/3, and your answer, you can write the ones I circled all simplify to 2/3, just like 4/6, something like that. All right, so that is your homework help. Hopefully you did the whole thing.